Hello everyone, we're here with my slime garden again. Finally live. Sorry for being an hour late. Well, I usually stream an hour earlier, but I had so much going on. I had to do laundry, eat very late, and all that stuff. Along with the dog walk. Lots of duties behind my back, and I don't have much time. I have 2 hours at max, and I have to be more on time to stop than usual. Hello everyone, hi Adelia and hi Slimebugs. I hope you all are wonderful beings enjoying life as usual. We are not humans here. We are weird creatures, everyone. Anyway, here's a question. What's a fish you would add in game if you could? You see, Cord, I can't answer that question because I'm waiting for this next event, the next fishing event, because I have about 4 or 5 ideas that I will put in already. So if I say now, it will be a spoiler, and I don't want that. So yeah, working on modifier color as per your suggestion right now. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope more people will see this game and enjoy as such. And yeah, we'll see how things go. And the new Sluter, I finally obtained that, and I have every item now again. That was fast. So today I don't want to deal with too much stuff. I'll just be breeding, as you may have seen from the thumbnail and title. And yeah, I'll be having a question Q&A session going on for the entire stream. You can ask me questions about the game, about myself, whatever the hell comes to your mind. I'll be here to guide you for this game at the very least. I have lots of knowledge now. However, Rogue Nightmare, that's the one I've been playing recently and I've been struggling a lot for multiple reasons. Also, I've been trying to make myself struggle on purpose to a certain degree, because I've been only looking for the most difficult way to actually do it. I was handicapping myself by not having a friend style with me. So yeah. Anyway. First of all, we'll have D. That's the slime that I will use for breeding. And I will try to get a regular good stat, like as low as possible, before I move on to get every single stat as low as possible. We're working on a perfect, not a perfect, but a very low D rank slime, as low as we can. All C? Yeah, it's Caesar. And this one is baddie, because I will one day, yeah, I don't know, one day I will use this to have it all B rank. Caesar, like, I'm so proud of this one. Now, my goal, like, I have many goals for this game. The most important goal when it comes to grades is the lowest rank and the highest rank, obviously. I have preparations made for the highest rank. All the ones below here, some of them have V ranks, that's very cool. But I don't need them anymore, basically. Like, this one can be gone for good, but it has, I keep it because it has a nice gradient. And if you remember the last stream for slime, I hatched around 300 eggs or something, and I kept only this much. Yeah. There will be some sacrifices made, and the darkest slime, the lightest slime, like this one or this one, I don't know. I don't know which one is better. They have almost the same stats here. It's weird. But most other slimes that I kept will be used for characters, for certain video games that made me, well, kind of inspired me. So, and I'll keep this red slime for Slimebox, because I want to have the developer in my box. That's very funny. Yeah, I just want the lightest color of slime, as light as possible and as dark as possible, to have a duality system going on. And yeah, for the other slimes, I'll get rid of them once I have a perfect D rank, like most of them. And I'll be trying to... Oh yeah. First D rank, then V rank, the highest rank. And then followed up by the letters D, C, B. B is the next one. I already have Caesar. I will have Baddie next, and after Baddie we'll have a all A rank slime. For those, I'm not gonna look into the exact numbers because I couldn't care less. It's too much work for having a perfectly clean number up to 2 decimals. It's ridiculous. So I'll be focusing more on... Well, the only perfect slime I will be attempting is the V slime with the new V eggs. So yeah. But I do want to have a slime for each letter. Obviously. That will be funny. Not character specific, but yeah. Now I'll be trying to breed my D. I didn't name him anything at all. I could name him Dead. At first I'll just spam a couple apples. I usually go by 3 apples each breeding session. And then the reason why I put those slimes that I want to breed in my area is so I can actually see which slime I have to use, because everyone else has a box symbol, and the ones that are in my garden, they don't have a box symbol, and their entire icon is lit up as well. Honestly, now that I think of it, slimes in garden could have like a yellow background or a red background, something like that, to further differentiate with slimes in box and slimes in garden. But that's just a minor thing, it's not really a big deal. But I will combine these 2 slimes to get a lower score for defense stat, obviously, because that's a huge difference I can make. And I hope everything else is D rank. Right now we have this one, defense 35. 35 much better. Fly is bad, but that's a given. I can't do better than that. Speed is perfect. I don't need to adjust much. That's a good offspring. Because that's a good offspring, I will be deleting this one, DC, DC, D. Right? Yeah, I'll delete that one. I think. I don't want to gamble too much with perfect gradient into the lowest tier slimes or whatever. It takes too much time. And I don't know which way is the best way to actually breed them to achieve what you want. Whether it's to focus on a single stat until it's at the very lowest possible it can get, or to even it out. So yeah. Alright. Less bread with all 20. Yeah, that's true. He's insane. Call him these. Oh yeah. I still remember when Grey didn't show up on the icons. You can mess with gradient after you get all VFS. Exactly. There's no need to do it right now. Once I have a full V rank 20, it will be much easier to get the V ranks. And I would assume probably I wouldn't even dare attempting any of the, like, beyond a single slime that will be all 20.00. Every other V rank, I wouldn't even try to get that high because it's such a horrible task to do. Like, I'm not even sure if I will go that far. It depends how much time it eats up. But today I will be aiming for nothing else than a simple low D. A very low D rank. I'll combine those two to get all D rank again, just so I can get the power level very low. And compare each other. The defense has been way high up. That's not a good offspring. Defense is between 96 and 71, so there's not much wiggle room. I mean, Fly doesn't have wiggle room. Speed is good as it is. It's the last stat that I will be working on. And for stamina, it's difficult to look at because they always level up by eating when you want to breed, so you can't immediately judge the base stat for it. So yeah. Question. How does it feel knowing you're one of the players that caused the game to get harder? Asking that nicely had not me, by the way. Yeah. I'm like, let me try something. And then I had way too much time and did this. Not just me, but we had Smudgy here. A very well-known player in the community. Yeah. Upon seeing that, developer said, you know what, fuck it, let me do another nightmare mode. And then we have this. Very quickly. Oh god. 500. This is the one I will beat one day, I swear. I honestly wanted to try to get at it this Sunday. Probably. But probably on my own time. I'll spend an entire day to beat this goal. On Siege mode, I'm very happy and proud about this one. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I don't know how to feel. It's just weird, but also I feel honored. And I can always tell, hey, I'm the reason why this game got harder. But don't worry, I'm here to kinda even it out. Because, well, it's very simple. If there's a new game mode that is much harder than the other ones, then that makes it much easier to balance the existing game modes. Okay, sure. With this new game mode, the scaling has changed as well at the same time to make it even harder. Turns out that scaling is not so nice for the first two islands, which is more casual than whatnot. Oh, I just see yeah. It's not next to each other anymore, but it's below the nightmare. Yeah, it's a slight change in the UI. Honestly, that's nice. Like the nightmare version being below. Oh no, does that mean we're getting Siege Nightmare? Please, no. Siege is hell. Siege is genuinely difficult. I just had a lucky hit once. Please, no. No. I could show Siege, but I really struggle with Siege as well. I only did it once and I don't think I can do it again. Especially because of how much time it took me. Do I see it? Yeah, 1 hour and 38 minutes on Siege mode. And you know how hectic that game mode is. I had to take several breaks to get that high. But yeah, it wasn't easy. The way I died is also funny. I walk around. I have a shield, I'm fine. I can take a hit, right? Try to go through some health upgrades just in case I'll get hit. What happens? I get hit twice in a row in a rapid succession. And trying to take care of hundreds of enemies at once, it's a bit difficult. So yeah, I just had a double hit getting to me. That's why I died. I'm glad Siege's pacing is much faster. Yeah, it's very fast. I had to. You know I had to get that spot. Someone had to do it, so I decided, why not do it myself? Okay, I can breed twice and get a score. The defense being that high is so bad. Bad rolls for defense right now. For the fly, I don't have to look at it. Same for power. Fly and power will be adjusted later. First of all, I want to have... Oh, I can't. Currently, I'll be looking for a lower version of the first stat defense. If I can get that closer to the other parent slime, then that would be nice. There you go. Facts, yes. Okay, another bad slime. I'm just looking for the defense stat and having all D rank. Beyond that, I'm not paying any attention to the other stats. Because if I want to pay attention to every single stat every single time, it's getting overwhelming. That's why a breeding session requires lots of actual input from you to think about which slime you want to keep or not. At least I can tell that I have trouble having lots of slimes. If it were to me, I would have like two slimes or something like that in my entire box if I were a casual player. But no, I'm not. They're gonna play. There we go. You're free. You're free. Oh, there were two. Oh, I did not see that Comfy was inside him. That's a bit sus. Yeah, no, I'm having so much fun with this game, and after the stream we'll... Wait a second, let me check. Is it gonna be? Yeah, kinda. Oh, almost. Yeah, by tomorrow I'll have 150 hours on this, and I still haven't written the review. That is something I should have done a month ago. That was my intention. I just didn't get the time to actually think of something nice. Like, something proper. I do want to make the game justice. And that's why I want to have a decent review. I don't know how to actually do it. I really struggle. Have you checked out the super empty Starlit Ocean? No, this is the first time I'm opening today, obviously. And I will be focusing mostly on getting at least the first step of all D rank ugly green slime. No, then I can't wait for it. I will cry. I might actually cry for that one. Ooh, 44. Now that's a good one. Veggie slime? I don't know. Since it's that good, I will just see if I can do it again. Yeah. I'll kick out the last one. Okay, that's 44 and 79. 44 and 79. The 88, this one can be discarded probably. Power... Yeah, this one, the first one in slot, can be discarded now. I will be breeding these two now. That's the optimal way. They all want to play with the ball. Just do twice and that should be fine. At least now I have the most recent slimes at the very bottom. And I don't need to worry about having a... Ooh! Okay, now that's a color change. Okay, that is much lower. Flies, whatever. I just wanted to get the power. Yeah, power will be so difficult to get. Why did I do this again? To get defense even lower, right? Yeah. Let me check the numbers to see which direction I should go. I'll be looking for defense being way lower. 38. Which one should I continue with? This one? Yeah, I'll take the last one. I'll take the last slime and delete the other two. This is where I'll have my current D slime. So I don't forget that they are a slime that can't be used. Say goodbye, Greenie. How did it work? Did they have a secret color? Oh yeah, why is the D rank yellow and blue? This still exists, I love this. The green and yellow issue. Very funny. Probably a bug. Yeah, it could be, but it doesn't bother me the slightest. So with this slime here, I would want to work on power next, if that's the best one to get. Power, D rank, that's... But the thing is, I have a 10.01 for power. The difficulty is fly and speed being so high in comparison, it would take me ages. Oh boy, I have a 10.01 for fly, 10.05 for defense. Then around here I have stamina exactly at 10.00 and speed also exactly 10.00. So I'll get there. I literally kept those slimes with the lowest stats and the highest stat at the time before the V egg, and named them after the stat that they have it at lowest rank possible. So I have defense, fly, power, speed and stamina, all 5 relatively close next to each other, and then suddenly had Baddie and Caesar, so that was funny. The thing is, I could technically work with power, but I could use course to reduce the fly and speed stats further down, but I don't want to do that because I want to have a purebred 10 slime. Having the purebred status is what really keeps me going here. I don't know why I don't know why I really take this to such a high important level. I don't know why I'm doing it. I just can't tell. I don't want to lose the purebred icon. It's just an icon here. Tells you this was bred properly without any easy fruit to change their stats and whatnot. I care too much. I care way too much about it. And also this slime had too much to eat and it's now stuck. Oh my god, hi Livy. Hey, how you doing? Dun, 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 bum, bum. We're just looking for the lowest rank possible for slime. Let me lock this one before I accidentally sell it. Currently the lowest slime I can get. Again, for the stats, fly and power would be the ones I should work on next. And power is here. And fly is next to it. I could try with it. I can try with this one. My comfy is so cute. I love it. I love it so much. Bum, 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 bum. And this is gonna be a longer breeding session for the lowest rank here. I think that's all. Fine, I just ate. Also, I'll give Slime Garden a try. Let's go! I managed to convert another one. It's free. Yeah, yeah. Putting that on the thumbnail was worth it. I just have to put free to play on every thumbnail now. just having F2P on the title doesn't really work well. I figured most people don't know the abbreviation for free to play for some reason. If we're talking for casual players especially, they probably never heard of F2P or seen it, don't know it. So I rather have it written out, but if I do write it out, the title gets clogged way more. So I just add slime instead of having the full name of My Slime Garden or MSG. Doesn't make sense because it's not that well known yet. So I just type slime. I don't know why. The way you call it converting. Yeah, this is the slime religion. Become one with the comfy. Like you can be one with this comfy here. You see? You see this cute comfy? This cute. Oh, the markings are gone. Hey, congratulations. I just realized the demon mark is gone, even from new slimes. I remember that bug. That was funny. I didn't even do anything. Hey, congratulations! Luigi wins by doing nothing. Literally. I don't know what happened. Don't ask. Oh god. I won't lose much, then I'm already not very moral. Oh god. That's a superpower disguised as a demon. Oh god. Freaking love this game. Also, I can't wait. I need to keep my mouth shut because there's so much going on for this game behind the scenes that I'm not allowed to talk, as well as things that I want to keep a secret for everyone, honestly, until I'm ready to cook it. I have so much things to cook, but until I get to it, I have so many other things going on. Like the last stream I had, I was talking about how I want to get into ASMR and get new Pokemon series going on. Therefore, I need to create a template for it, and that is something that will take me a while. So yeah, that's not so nice. Also, what are the odds? Hi Ferbism, hi what are the odds? This slime has power 10.90, but the parent has 10.99 and 10.01. So getting a 10.90 offspring is such a low chance, it's so funny. I love how the game messes with me sometimes. Yeah, this is also 10.91, even higher. Like, the hell? 79. Interesting. 72. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It should be rather 50-50. It should be rather 50-50 instead. Like this one, 59 is getting closer. Technically, I could breed these two together. Nah, 52 is too high for me to breed with D. So I'll delete this set and start the process once again. And this guy will only get fed bubbles. He's a god or something alike. He does not need any nutritions beyond just air. He doesn't need nutritions, he's god. Also getting headpads obviously, same as Comfy. E. Viscosity brings value. Getting taken over by pink now. I guess that's the ultimate way of having a slime. The pink slime being the ultimate slime. The weakest slime is pink. Is that confirmed? Hello? 0.01. Exactly like the other parent. With much less CSA. Okay, Fly went down by 2 ranks is huge. Fly went down by 2 ranks, that's huge. And D rank for the last as well. That's a rather good slime offspring to work with these together now. Oh, wow. Wow, this is much easier to work with now. Wonderful. Therefore, I should box this slime here. Power should be removed. Back to the box. And now I have these two guys here. The same color. Orange. Thank you for the pipette. Oh, I love how slimes also sometimes balance themselves on top of the soccer ball. I love that detail. Also, what do you guys think of me voice acting for this game? Certain sounds and all that stuff. I don't even know what I would voice act, honestly. The NPC. Which NPC? Wait a second. You mean the shopkeep? Even at the reward island? No, I feel like most people will turn that off immediately when they hear it. Probably if you dropped it. Pet. Wanted to add something like Animal Crossing City Folk Town. Yeah, it doesn't have to be any, like, any words. Doesn't have to be. You know, recently when I played or listened to certain Child Garden stuff, I teared up again. And then I realized how important sound effects truly are for the game it was and has become. That's how I got the idea of, what if the slimes had sounds? Also the head pad, like, which one was it? This one? Yeah, I was thinking replacing that head pad literally with this one that I have on my head. It would be so funny to have this. But yeah, it probably wouldn't fit having a real hand here, petting the slime like that. I also imagine like squishing the slime by head patting them aggressively. Like, not petting side to side, but up and down to squish the slime like this. Just stupid fantasies about this game happens every now and then, especially when you play for over 100 hours. Genius? Hey, let's go. I see this as an absolute win. Thank you so much. Wait a second. Wait, what? Oh, okay, new track from Star Garden OST. I was like, there's a new Star Garden video. No, it's just the OST. I don't want to spoil myself that one. But if there was a new video, I would have watched it on stream. I can't wait for that. Oh god. I can't wait. I have to watch it first second it goes uploaded. Like, I have my notifications on and whatnot. But that's not enough. Sometimes the Discord pings it first before it's technically uploaded, so yeah. I got the guy who made music for Star Garden cooking up the next music. Let's go, Cuteku. I've seen that name, hell yeah. He's one of them, yeah. I do remember. That's so awesome, I'm so excited. Oh god, this is awesome. I keep repeating myself. I say this is awesome like 50 times in my head, and I want to say it as much as I can, just to just to really feel that. It's, I don't know, sometimes feelings can't be put to words, and that's why I repeat the words, I guess. So yeah. Okay, now breed more, even more. Okay, now you're hungry. Now I can't. I got lots of slimes, but instead of looking each individually, I never had my garden being this busy. Okay, now I will be Orange Land. Yeah. I'll be looking at each slime like this on the cell icon. Okay, this 09 is nice. I can work with this. 09 power and 99. Okay, from this to this is actually good. This one has the lowest combined stats because it's C and doesn't have a single B rank. This goes away, and CCB goes away as well. Reduce it to have an easier comparison time. 60 is very, very high from 99. I do want to get it lower. Yeah, no. 0.9 is nice. Should I keep this one yet? CBA, DCBDD. I could hope for an even lower version that also has the 0.9. Honestly, hoping for a 0.1 is like perfectionism at this point, or 0.00. I'll leave it with 0.9, take this goodbye, and breed these together to have the next lowest D rank slime. Yeah, it's pretty low, yeah. Like, it's as low as I can get, like, humanly possible, right? That's as low as humanly possible. That's my goal. Well, humanly possible, like if you have that much time maybe, but as low as it can get with the amount of time spent that is reasonable. There we go. That's how I should word it. I usually feed them 3 apples so I can have 3 breeding sessions back to back and compare them easily and not look at the slime until it's all D rank, otherwise it's useless. Okay, which one should I not worry about D rank? It would be fly stats. Okay, the second stat can be any other rank, doesn't matter. But everything else will be discarded. Unless it's also 0.9, it's not, so I'll discard them. So yeah, that's how I work with the slime breeding sessions currently. I don't know if there's any better strategy around this. If there is, I would love to hear, because when it comes to mechanics like this, breeding and whatnot in garden games, for example, the Chow Garden, I could never do stuff like this without looking up guides. Because I know how awfully difficult it is to have all of it. And I want to be that person at least. Not only seeing, hey look, it's not here to have bragging rights or whatever. I want this number here and even on siege mode be like a quality standard to say like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, and have some kind of a mental certification that you can trust this guy when it comes to certain things. Especially when it comes to accurate information. I want to do helpful content as well. That's why I have this Q&A going on. I will be having that for all of my Slime Garden games as well. Not games, streams I mean. I'll be having that open all the time. But yeah, I have a very interesting idea for something that will happen soon-ish in the next couple months. I heard some news. I'm not saying that out loud. I heard some news, and what I had to do was immediately cook up while I was at work a strategy or something very nice. I can't even say much more because I would be spoiling the developer of my plans as well, and I don't want that. But I'm really excited for the future, just so I can finally reveal what I've been cooking up. I freaking love this game. And I'll show my dedication for it even more. It's just, as I said, this is not the only game that I'm focusing on. It's not my only type of content, and I do want to branch out to ASMR even more. And that's why this game has to be like on the sideline mostly. So creating more shorts, which I intend to one day, for separate elements. Like, first of all, I do have that elemental infographic for, like, I can show it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 attributes. For all attributes together, I was thinking one short for each attribute. Fire being the lowest amount, like the shortest short on fire. Shock followed next. The longest short will be with poison and bleed, and ice is like middle ground. I already have that in mind. For each short, a single one. I mean, for each attribute, a single short, because the attention span is so shit. I was thinking of like a short introductional video, but like it's like a promotional video. Hey, look, this is my slime garden. Reminds you of Chow Garden, right? Yeah, that. But show Chow Garden first, and then switch to this game, and compare it with Tiny Chow Garden as well. I had ideas like that, but I don't think it's in my position or any of my say to have such kind of promotion, because it's not official sources. So yeah, if print it up, let me know if you need assets. Okay, will do. I already got my assets from the website, like the logo. That's mostly what I got whenever I needed. Now, I've been doing quite well for thumbnails specifically, and I try to make thumbnails as I like. Like, I don't want to have people design thumbnails for me, because I want to have that control myself. Not just for the control, but also put my own vision and what I want out there, and be genuine as well. It really matters so much for me to be genuine and honest with my thumbnails. Have my own style that evolves, and the more I do that, the more practice I get passively, even without thinking about it. And certain points of creating thumbnails, for example, especially when it comes for text, I've been getting so much better at it when it comes for the speed of it. Because I found some stuff out by trying out, trial and error, and then I thought, this seems like it's very nice. It looks like I like how it looks, so I'll keep doing it. And then suddenly I see myself being 5 times faster than I first started trying out that said thing with the text. And I'm so happy about it. I don't need that much time anymore for infographics because of that. The only difficulty that I face with infographics is to, first of all, the infographic I did for this game with the attributes, that was my first ever infographic that I've ever done. And I wanted to get started with those kind of stuff, obviously. But the thing is, what I struggle with is to create an outline, have a good structure before I can do anything. I could have rough ideas in my head, but implementing it is another deal. Because it's very important to have infographics be easily digestible as well as readable. So I want it to be possible to be read easily. Oh my god, so many slimes. Oh, I love that. Infographics are a tough thing. There might be online infographic makers to help layouts. Yeah, no, I just have this With the infographic I did recently, I already have the layout in mind. The overlay is completely done. All the corners are filled and they are okay as is for now. The logo on the top left. On the top right, the symbol of said buff. Like this buff here has the fire symbol right next to it. I have this on the top right. In the future, when I get to range buffs... Okay, these are question mark. I think that should be the new star instead of question mark. Yeah, maybe that's not adjusted yet. Like, for example, the gun. I'll be taking a screenshot of this and cut it out and put it on the top right corner. I never looked at it, honestly. Just from playing this game often, I realized the star with the circle is everything to do with the gold digging mission complete, as well as range. I learned that by playing. And it's second nature to me now that I didn't even know that it never showed it on the index. I don't know how many people look at the index, by the way, so yeah. Again, back to topic, what I wanted to say is like I have this icon on the top right corner. It will be changed to, let's say, the plus sign for health, you know, for the health category when I do an infographic for the health category. So my intention is to have an infographic for all categories, obviously, and make it as simple as possible by grouping them up together. And you can already see how I grouped certain buffs, mainly support, offensive, and debuff. Something like that, was it? I think that's how I grouped it, and that really helps me a lot, so yeah. Okay, gamers have to suffer at the moment, but it's early access in a very early build. It's not even 0.2, you know. That's how I go with games like these that are early access. I just try to judge where they are at, and we're like, in my head it doesn't even look 10% complete, so we're maybe 10% at most, right? So yeah, just feels... No tutorial, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, I played for a couple minutes and this is the tutorial I missed. I am the tutorial, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. I'm here. Look at the top of the chat. Ask me anything. Here we go. This is why I exist. This is why I exist. I'm here to help anyone to appreciate this glorious game that is yet to be cooked fully. And I can already taste it. I freaking love this game. You can ask me anything, no matter how small the question is, I will always answer on every single platform that I get pinged at. No exceptions. That's why I want to create infographics like that that serve as a tutorial to a certain degree to help players have an anchor. But if you want a tutorial, I can only recommend my 45-minute video of the Ultimate Beginner Guide as well as showcase of this game that I did a month ago, I think. I think it was a month ago. It has timestamps, so you should be fine finding where you are, what you need to know. So far we have the question mark here that pops up when you first play. The art is so cute. Every time I look at this, it's so fucking adorable. So good. It's so good. Yeah, I needed to sell a couple of slimes away. So yeah, the old school RPGs. Yeah, I grew up with old school RPGs. I'm born in 2000, so yeah. Did I miss any other stuff? Bread filtered out, nice. Okay, got that part. No. Okay. Trying to catch up with the chat that I lost. I've been on a tangent for a while. Doesn't happen often. Yeah, I can be pinged anywhere at any time, every day. Literally. That's why I'm here. I need to go to map and expedition to that for gold. Oh yeah, an infographic like this one, I count as an infographic as well to a certain degree. Like literally tells you what to do, like very simple. I was thinking of a similar thing for what to do with set currency. Like you can hover over here. It says what it is. Enough for me because I'm used to old games. That's why I feel like I'm at home with this. Literally, you figure out by doing. I love that. But yeah. It's not enough for peeps nowadays. Yeah. Back in my day, we had to figure it out on our own and read the manual book. There were no internet forums that you can find. You would wait months for a response if you even had access to the internet. Oh god, I fucking love this shit, man. Nah, gamers that grew up in the 2000s are a different breed. Oh boy. That's why I exist here. I'm the best example. Okay, now what do I delete? Delete this. 11 is nice, but also DCBDD. This one is better, but also 7.8, 7.5. All D rank, but 9.4 for some reason. And defense has been up, and speed, that's horrible. That's a step back. That's also gone. Bye bye, everyone. Okay, now compare the best offspring and the current one. 0.11. There's no reason for me to... Honestly? That's a valid offspring, but... What the fuck? The fly stat didn't change at all. That's horrible. I don't want to reduce defense and speed as much for the time being, so those have been drastically changed, so I'll get rid of this. Because if I don't set boundaries like keeping the speed and defense stats roughly the same, I will always walk in circles and never get anywhere. I will be infinitely breeding without any kind of progress, but only setbacks instead. So yeah, there's that. Hey, shop special. Ah, satisfaction. $198. The greed button. Bro. Chill. Oh yeah, by the way, I never even once bought... Oh yeah, I can't show it now. I never ever once bought the pearls in the shop. Not even once. And just recently, I have started to collect the cosmic brownies, rice balls as well, and the burgers. And the bubbles were from saving the game. But yeah, I avoid them. Fruits are much juicier. Yeah, exactly, that's why. That's why I never used the buy all button in the regular shop. Sort out the inventory better. Well, inventory is one, like this item inventory, I couldn't give less shit about this. Most importantly, the slime box. I feel like this could be way more useful to have sorting first. It's just alphabetical right now. Okay, let me check. Because what I try to do is like before I even attempted to get the pixies, I wanted to get each of the mystery cores from this shop. to fill out the gap and then get the pixies first before I move on to the eyelashes and whatnot. I mean contact lenses, and then get the eggs at the end. Because if I were to get 2 contact lenses, an egg, and 2 more contact lenses, the egg would be in the middle here and followed by 2 contact lenses. There's no sorting in that way. So I did sort this by my own structure like that. I think. I don't know if it's really that. I didn't pay too much attention, but I went on it with a structure for myself because that is way easier for me to follow. But I'm not really bothered with the item inventory, with the bag. Also, there's decoration here, the button that I've seen exist for the longest time. I wonder what will happen. I would say the... Wait, I just realized we still have the snow. Am I stupid? Am I really that stupid that I never realized we still have the present boxes and the snow? Huh. Or is it just something that you can change when you switch the... Hello, stop. No, I don't want to spoil myself. No, I unlocked it, but I don't want to spoil myself. Nope, 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 nope. I almost jumped out of my seat. Oh boy. That's a heart attack, almost. Oh boy. I can already tell by that split second that you've been cooking. Oh boy. I'm so excited. Let's see. Okay. I think basic sorting is at least breaking it into categories. Yeah, love that. Category is good. Still super bad adding more today after adding all the outfits. Oh, hell yeah. I want to have an all D rank slime and all V rank slime before I attempt everything else. I got the baseline of a couple of slimes here that I want to use for characters. Like the 2 rows here are all for characters except this one. This is a weird slime. I don't understand why I keep it. It's probably because it was an interesting shade of white, but I already have one. I can get rid of this one. But I'm not doing that, or else the 2 rows will break apart now. Oh god, I'm really too... I think I have OCD or something. I don't know. Oh, that's a good offspring, just judging from the rank itself. But I'll add more. Okay, we have the power 9, 09, 69, 39. Oh yes, the first offspring is really much better. I will inbreed them even more. Before I breed with the main D slime, I'll breed these 2 together to lower the speed and fly even more and get a close, like keep the power as close as possible again to 9. The margin is not that high, so I wouldn't have much issues. That's a decent starting point for the next step. That's it. These 2 will be bred now. And D here goes to the box so I don't mess up anything. I like how it goes right now. Yes, they're super bad. I already read that, I'm stupid. You can actually move the tables and everything around. Ooh, that's cool. But now... I don't know. I have almost 200 shiny eggs, but what do I do with them? Anyway, I'll go get tea. I realized I'm already an hour in the stream. Need to take a short break and then go for the last hour, breathe a little bit more, and maybe head into the adventure mode. So we have a little bit of a change of pace. But yeah, let me put that here. There we go. But let me tell you, everyone watching still, I am cooking for this game. I'm cooking for this game. Behind the scenes, on the scenes, in my mind, in my head. Hey everyone, hello. Sorry it took a bit longer. Yeah, recently I have to do some laundry work as well, and it's just so irregularly timed that I barely get time for myself to do anything. And last 2 days been stressful even at work, so even when I'm home I barely get to do anything for myself. Didn't want to risk streaming for a very short time, which is gonna be the case here. I barely did anything. So I don't know how it looks like for the rest of this week. It's so hectic for no reason. Because I do intend to finish... Well... Wait, I have something done. Okay. I need to finish something I'm working on for Project Emerald, so... There's that. Beyond Project Emerald, I do want to get started with something else. For ASMR related thing. Followed by... other stuff, like the one thing I mentioned earlier, this stream for Pokemon puns. I do want to create a reference, or at least, what was it? A template, yeah. A template that I can work with. For Sunday, I do intend to work on Rogue Nightmare to get close to 500 or even beat it, hopefully. But in all honesty, I might even skip that entirely and have it a special stream Monday. One day, possibly I would rather stream it. I don't know, it's just... The 500 islands took him around 3.5 hours. I could do that in a long stream. On a weekend stream. But I'm not sure. The 1st of August is a date where I'm free. But I might be interrupted like crazy, obviously. That's next week on a Friday, thankfully I have that off. I hope I don't get interrupted as often. But yeah, that said, let's see. I do want to keep breeding, and we'll do that for these 2 slimes, was it? I'll just... Okay, I can only do one, isn't that beautiful? Let's see. I do want to keep as low as possible for the power stat, of course. We'll see how this goes. And the shop is still here. The wandering item shop has been here for all the time. I can just buy all, and by buy all I mean get the free eggs. Yeah, I do feel kind of pressured into doing a lot of things because I barely got to do anything yesterday. Same reason with going out to eat, coming back home with a detour and traffic. All of that stuff cost me so many hours. It's not nice. Like, I don't even get to play this game properly or bug test as I usually do. There are lots of things I want to do. I've been only playing on Rogue Nightmare because that's the game mode that I will be attempting for 500. The reason I've been doing that non-stop recently is to see and find a strategy to get way further and perhaps implement such strategy for other game modes for everyone to have an easier time, and therefore creating a new tips and tricks video kind of style, or having it as an infographic, like the most useful tips and whatnot. I could write a Steam guide and whatnot. I never did a proper Steam guide myself, so that will also be a first time. But yeah, I wish more people knew about this game, honestly. I hope it will happen in about 2 months' time. Like parts, I don't know why, but this game means so much to me. It really does, and I will keep doing content for this for a while, for a long while. Okay, these two offsprings are nice. This one get yeeted away. Okay. That has this. I do have power. $14 at 9. 14 is not that. I want to keep it less than 0.10. Like 0.10, 10.10 is what I want to keep at. Lower than that if possible. Like 10.09 is nice. 14 is a bit more than I would want. I mean, it's a huge difference going from 0.99 to 0.14. So I have to decide if it's feasible to work with the offspring right now, or to keep going with the current slime, these two, because I'm aiming for 0.09. I could technically get D rank and C rank on the yeah, I should keep going. I should keep trying for the next batch. It's possible. It needs time. It takes time and dedication. Okay. I have tea. I don't have much time. 20 minutes. 30 minutes make that. Yeah, 30 minutes. Sad. Like, I would love to play this game on my off time as well. Like, I have so much other stuff going on. Especially Project Emerald, I do want to get that ASAP. I have a special commission for that going on that just started today, and who knows, by next week I might already receive the end result. I don't know how fast they do it. It's a YCH commission, your character here, insert commission. Those are usually commissions that take the least amount of time, since they work with a base that they already have. That's why I would love to start at the beginning of August. As I mentioned, 1st of August is a time that I have free. It's a national holiday for us. That's why I would want to have that as a clean start with Project Emerald, and for that I have to get going. I already understand where to go, I did my research. I just have to do the creative work necessary for the next couple steps. That's the issue here right now. Let's see, I have 2 kids that I can sell. Okay. Oh wow. Let's see. The regular shop, right? They're nothing but mystery eggs and cosmic brownie, rice ball, cosmic brownie. Nice. I'm avoiding pearls, obviously. The other food items are much more useful. Okay, now for breeding. 2 for that, 2 for this. 1 here, 1 there. Good. Now we can breed. Okay, that's slightly better. Not good. Okay, stop here. Check out. How is the color changing drastically like that? Anyway, 30 power, 20 power. I don't need any of them. B. It didn't change much, man. Except. What? Except. Yeah, no. Can do much better. I can do much better. Just having bad luck right now. Okay, the whistle is nice. Eat num num. You eat num num, and G gets the bubble. Why is it white now? That is interesting. I just not getting what I need. Very bad with the random number generation. 34, 36, horrible 33. I don't need any of them. I don't know how badly RNG I get right now. It's insane. Wait, what? Oh, that was just a visual bug. Anyway, we got that. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should do. For the next batch. Oh, I can do one more, that's cool. And now we have a dark color for some reason. Okay, let's see. 18 is lower, 23 not needed, 20, 13. It's so funny. I have a .13. Oh my god, what if I have a slime with the stats of 13, 13? 13.13? Oh, that would be insane. That is truly Kingdom Hearts. That would be one hell of a reference and one hell of a time to breathe for. I would be here for an eternity. Oh well. 13 is nice. I can say okay to that one. However... It's just a nuisance. I know speed will never change here, but it's not a big deal. I have this one to compensate. I need the power to be as low as possible by also reducing the gap for speed and fly as much as possible. If it's a C, like this one, then it's the best outcome, but also having power very low. So technically, I can get rid of it. It sucks, but it has to be done. There you go. G gets this food, Coffee gets head pats, and keep doing that. I hope everyone else is doing alright. I'm really debating if I should have not streamed this session, because I've been gone for quite some while and I'm barely having a 2-hour stream here. Like 1.5 hours at best. And I usually never do short streams like that. I hate doing short streams. Like, I always aim for the 3-hour mark if possible. It just makes sense to me. I can't do it again. Why am I getting bad luck with this? Like, horrible bad luck. Oh, yeah. Why are the apples always going to the back, please? Yeah, that's also a nuisance, kinda. But I can live with it. I don't know why I went to the shop, that was not my intention. But whatever, getting cosmic cookie or brownie, yeah. Breed, feed, repeat, that's the saying that I take for this stream. Really not getting any DDC. DCC, okay, that is closer to what we need. Anyway, let me check these. 16, 36 bad, 19 bad, 17 is okay-ish. Let me check them, compare them together. 95 speed, aye, that's a higher margin. Well, compared to what I've been getting here with speed regardless, I think that's the logical next step. At 12 it's probably starting to be B rank anyway. Or not, I'm not sure. I don't remember the ranking decimals for the lower ranks. I just know when X and not X, when V starts at 19.5, that's when rank V is in play. Should I take that one? It got the exact defense count, which makes it a bit easier for the low defense later on. Fly is whatever, doesn't really matter here. Well, it does kinda. It do. Oh god, that will also take a while. Jesus Christ. Lowering the fly to a 10-ish area would be beneficial. 11 point. Oh, that's. If it was 1100, I could deal with it. Should I keep this one? 0.17, I could reduce that one. But, wait a second. Is it even worth? No. You know what, get rid of this. I've been trying to simulate it in my head and it would literally take me either a super incredible lucky moment or at least 10 more breeding sessions to get what I want. It's not easy. This takes way too much time. I don't recommend anyone going this far for breeding. Getting to a certain rank is fine, but going for an exact number as low as possible, like I do, that is something I don't recommend. I already have an all D rank slime. What would I need more, technically, right? But to prove a point, I do want to get it less than 10.50 at the very least. That's my own goal. Now we have a DCC, I don't need that. I'm just looking at the power stat, obviously. Or is this one too bad to use here? Should I breed the first two again? Instead, because this one is technically a decent starting area. Starting ground for breeding. Speed and fly will be difficult to adjust, but that's already done with fly, but speed hasn't been doing well. If I directly breed these two together, it will take me way longer, I would guess. Should I keep... No. I do need to keep the defense low. Nah. Speed. Yeah, that's a huge issue here. I don't want to go higher than 10.30 for that one. How should I do it even? I'm debating if I should breed these two together or if I continue these two to get a lower power stat and a better margin to work with, especially for the speed stat to have it lower. Right now it's a very huge margin I don't like. By doing these two, I got this one that I thought would be more useful. Should I get rid of this? I've been doing it for no reason. Let me get rid and restart this whole process with D. D is back in the game. At least I know what to do. I'll just call it a day and just try a little bit of a change here. Let's see, bonus weapons are both Bioblast and Slack. I'll take that and go to Rogue Nightmare. And starting off with the Exterminate here to have a bullet ricochet. A bouncing bullet is best one to get. That's dangerous. There we go. Flawless here. Oh, bullet life. Do I need that? With the spray? No, I take targeting shot. Has much higher value. I have to be very strict for this game mode here. A shop for this one could help for the cooldown reduction and speed stuff. But it's a bad choice right now. There's not much use. Other than dash cooldown, I'll take that regular one and save the money. But first, before, let me check if there's a better one. Nope, there's not. I'll save the money. Go to critical. Like in this game mode, you're one shot immediately in the first island if you get hit. Like this can really one shot you. I have to jump here. Yeah, I saw that one coming, but I couldn't jump again because I was mid-air when I tried to land. That's what I mean. That's what I mean with being one shot. And the bonus weapons changed. I'll take that. And work around the bonus weapons. The reason why I take the bonus weapons is like for each bonus weapon you get an additional gold coin for each slime kill. It's like gold digger buff without losing on your defense stat, as well as increasing your final damage by 10% for each of the bonus weapons that you have. Therefore you can get plus 20% final damage, just like that. Jump at the best time. Nope. There you go, the most important guy is gone. The claw also has bleed effect attached to it from the get-go, so you don't have to worry about that. That's a nice addition. I'll take the ice attribute, it's much more helpful. It's essential in this game mode here. Let's go shop for crit. I'll just do 10 minutes max. There we go, perfect start here. And then go to this one to increase my 32. I can't get anything, I guess, as much. Exterminate, so I can get the attack buffs and get that one buff called hit list. Oh boy. Okay, that shockwave is not an insta kill, at least. Good to know. But I don't want it again. I should level up. Oh, there we go. There you go. This one dead. Okay, now that's a good one. 40% attack increase. I don't have hit list here, so I take 40%. Here for this shop will help me with ice to freeze enemies or poison to increase my damage. Forget this one. To start off with, I'll take regular ice again. The more ice stacks you have, the less it takes you to... Oh, there's this shop here. However... Yeah, I'll take this shop. That way my magic wand can jump around targets with targeting shot. I can only afford one, it's fine. We're going to exterminate here for the buff. No, no, no. That's a demon. That's a demon. Speed demon. So, yeah, another speed demon. Okay, careful. Speed demons are the killer here. Be careful of them. Another hammer strike, and then I jump down. There you go, speed demon with close combat. That way it gets knocked out, knocked away a little bit. You can't hit me. There you go. Wonderful. Hit list, I got it. However, this heavy swings is the highest attack stat upgrade I can get outside of the specialists. Legendary version means 4 times 20. That is a lot. That's 80% increase for attack, but reduction in speed by that. I'll take it. My attack stat is much higher, so I will have less hits against the enemies. I will kill them much faster. As well as always focusing on the highest possible crit rate and crit damage. I have 65, I can buy this one, dodge chance, which is useless here in this mode. So next up, capture for health and obtain a shield if possible to avoid getting one shot. That's the next goal. Oh no, speed demon. I saw that coming. Another speed demon. I'm gonna jump here. Oh no, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Ha, he's stuck. I'll kill it. There you go. There's something so satisfying about watching you go through these levels. I don't know what satisfaction you get out of this. There we go, shield. I'll take the boss with the star. That will give me range upgrades if I'm lucky. Do your laser attack, bitch. There we go. The easiest attack to avoid. Five seconds evasion. There you go. I saw that cannon. You can't fool me, bitch. One more. Get away. Dodge and freeze up again. Attack and dead. There you go. And range increase, this is very low. 10% increase or more gold from the gold digger. I already have 2 gold diggers to start off with. I will try. I could stack this up for more to get more gold quicker, but I will aim for new strategy by avoiding gold digger and the other one, and instead focus on other stuff like attack increases and range increases. That is more beneficial. There we go. This is cool, but this is 40% again. Like, I would love to have hitless, but right now this is very valuable. Attack increase from 43 up to 50. Okay, the slime's not spawning on top of me, that's good. Hi Anya, hello. I can attack them with the range, with the claws, that's good. Not with the range weapon. This. No, I saw you coming. Get out. Yeah, he has armor, which means he's tougher to kill. With my strategy, I'm at the minimum speed possible. Oh, nice. 40% attack and 40% defense speed down. Like, speed doesn't go lower than that. I'm the slowest slime that you can have, which is like almost basically a death sentence for most people. But the reason I do it is so I can get jacked up with my attack stat. It's very beneficial. Same for the range. I give up my speed for range and attack, and it works. Same for defense stat that I give up for critical rate. It's invaluable. Like this one here is amazing. 40% range, exactly what I would need. However, attack 40% down, I don't want to do that. I don't want to remove my attack. I can't one-shot them yet, so I have no reason to. Here I go shop to have a safe spot and maybe obtain more attacks from my claw. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal right now. This shop here is nice to skip islands to get faster up with our progression. I just exit immediately. I don't need to buy anything. I have the shield. I don't need to waste time. Hello. Now that shop is something I should not ignore at all. That's the best shop I can get here, along with the critical and the range up. Now there we go. We can finally get the hit list to get 1 raw attack stats by marked enemies. And that will compound into much better things. So right now I don't have the range necessary to utilize the specialist route yet. Therefore, I will take the attack stat, which is the highest, which doesn't reduce my cooldown. This is bad. I don't want to attack slower than I already do. So hit this again. I don't think I can buy anything again. Yep, I'm out of money, and therefore let's go to the next area. Do I have, yeah, targeting shot? I already have one. Would I benefit from another one? Obviously. However, with the question mark, I have better chances to obtain range up, critical up, and those are something I value more right now. So I know the time is up, technically speaking. However, I do want to see how far I can get up to island 20 boss at least. Speedrunning it, kinda. Here, relentless strikes again, that could do. More attacks with your claw. Doesn't hurt. A shop for that and that, this is perfect. There we go, take that one, and I can get one more buff, hopefully. With the money that I have. I can get a regular crit damage up. Not the insane 40% here for both of them. That's why I have to deal with it. Hey, at least I upgraded my crit damage regardless. I have to be careful for speed demons here. Okay, nothing. When I go down here, I look at the minimap to see if there's any enemies popping up. Because going down, you don't see much, but going up, you see a lot. The minimap covers more of the bottom half of your screen than you can see downward. If you go up, left, right, you can see much more. Therefore, I'll go with speed. Yeah. It's a tiny trick that is very, very niche that I only use for this tiny slope. It saved my life once, and that's why I use it ever since. It's as simple as that. I haven't been using the ultimate because I rarely see it being necessary to use. Like if there's enemy spam, obviously I would do it. One more. Okay, since I barely deal any damage, I'll use my ultimate after he freezes. Much higher range. My shield is gone because I got hit somehow. That should be a one-shot on my end. I almost dodged inside his bullet, which would have been a kill, but my micromanagement with the dash and movement helped me to get rid of this issue. Yeah, it's a longer fight because I don't have any poison to increase my attack against bosses. Think of poison like defense reduction on enemies that is stackable infinitely. The only thing I'm stacking right now is freezing, because he's now gonna freeze every 5 seconds and gone. I could show you secondary specialist, so I will only claw my way to victory, and for that I would require a good range upgrade. Even though attack is very beneficial, range is essential for this tactic. Like this one, 20% increase. I'm gonna get rid of some attack for this. Not gonna get the legendary one, but that's it. You'll see. And I died because I touched the enemy. That's why you need a massive amount of range for most close range weapons. EI slash, this one is one of the more safe options when you want to go melee. Obviously the safest is shield burst, but hey, EI slash is nice. You have a dash and a good area of effect damage and very strong attack. Demon Greatsword, of course you charge it up for an even bigger attack, but the investment that goes into those multipliers is something I cannot justify for this rogue mode yet. Therefore, that's it for me. I'll end the stream here. I'll be closing down this game as well, going to shower and rest. I barely have any time, I really hate that. But yeah, yeah. It's not easy. But I do hope I finish, or at least get started, man. Like, I think I'm gonna skip on the nightmare run for this week, so I have more time to work on content. I really want to do that. Like Project Emerald, I do want to get that before the commission arrives, before next Friday. I mean next week Friday. Before August starts, I want to be ready for it. I've been preparing for a long time, man. But yeah, content as well, getting references for the stuff. I have many projects going on at the same time. Well, I haven't started all of them obviously, but multiple projects that I want to do work on at the same time. It's very difficult. That's why I'm focusing on 1 or 2 at a time, max. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it.